Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandat Pranam to everyone. So thank you for joining the English Gita Gyan session. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes,
okay.
Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. So just to go for a small recap, we have discussed about the different qualities of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, what sort of wonderful qualities they have got. Now the question comes, how to, like, what is the result of having all these? Can anyone, like, what is the benefit out of all this, right? Will the Brahmana get the benefit, or the Kshatriya will have more benefit, etc., right? So Lord Krishna says that in this shloka. But before that, let us take the blessings of deities of ISKCON Sheshadripuram. Sri 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 Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani Sudarshana Bhagwan ki jai, Vamandev Bhagwan ki jai, Parashuram Bhagwan ki jai, Nitai Chaitanya Bhagwan ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Let us offer our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we will be discussing on shloka number 45. Let us read the shloka. Sve sve karmani abhirataha samsiddhim labate naraha swakarma nirata siddhim yatha vindati tachrunu. By following his qualities of work, every man can become perfect. Now please hear from me how this can be done. So we have already discussed what happened in the past sloka. So let us discuss about the current sloka. Now, Brahmana, Kshatriya, I'm able to hear my echo. Okay. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra all have respective qualities of work. Now, if they continue doing their work and offer the fruits of work to the Lord Krishna, then they can become perfect. So it is said that we can become perfect. So what do everybody is doing their work, but with whose senses they are doing, with whose energy they are using? It is the Lord's energy. So that's why they have to give results to the Lord. That is a very important thing. They should give the results also to the Lord. It's not like I am doing. We shouldn't take the credit. If we give the results to the Lord, then in whatever varna or ashrama they are in, they will become perfect. That's what here Srila Prabhupada is trying to say. And here they will get liberated. So it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm a Shudra, how can I get liberated? There's nothing like that. A Shudra also can get liberated as long as they are doing their service very nicely. Like everybody has their service, right? Brahmana, they are able to read the Shastras, they're able to understand the Shastras, they're able to remember the Shastras, and they're able to delegate those Shastras to others. They're transferring their knowledge to everyone. Kshatriyas, they are protecting the masses, everybody, right? So people in general, they need protection. So the Kshatriyas give protection. The Vaishyas, they do business. They are also like they do farming, cow protection, taking care of the cows, etc., etc. And the Shudras, what they do, they help all these, the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas in a different manner. But if they do their service very nicely, they will reach perfection. How? Because the main thing is giving the results to the Lord. It's not like taking credit. For example, it's just a general example. In cricket team, everybody cannot become a captain. Everybody cannot become a vice captain, right? So there are only designated players to become a captain and a vice captain. That doesn't mean that all the other players are useless. Everybody, all the bowlers, they have a different service to do. The batsmen, they have a different service to do. The all rounders, the wicket keeper, everybody. So and they will win their match. We have seen right recent in the World Cup how it happened. Australia won the World Cup. So because they worked as a very nice team strategically, and they won the World Cup. So it doesn't have to say like we don't have to be captain or vice captain all the time. We can do our service very nicely, and we can still become perfect. Now, here the main thing is what happens when we do our service is steadiness in jnana. So what happens is we'll become knowledgeful of ourselves. Right? That means the body, the goal of life, and also we'll become steady. That's what they're trying to say. We will become steady in jnana, and this steadiness, and also steadiness in knowledge. So, for example, all these the Brahmana, Kshatriya, whatever they are doing, like gaining knowledge, fighting, cow farming, plowing. The Shudras does the plowing, but they may seem like mundane acts, right? How can they be divine? But they can be divine when it is connected with Krishna. So that's why if we don't connect with Krishna, it will be mundane act only. But if we connect with Krishna, if we give credit to him, yes, everything belongs to him. We are utilizing his energy. Through that, we are getting maintained. Like that, if we give credit to him, if we connect everything to Krishna, then everything will become divine. So offer the fruits to the Lord. Therefore, it becomes spiritualized. For example, I was listening to some class yesterday that Prabhuji was saying, lotus comes from muddy water, right? But it is actually untouched by the mud. So that's why I say lotus is a wonderful flower, right? But it's coming from muddy water, but it is not untouched by the mud. So that is the greatness of lotus. So in the same way, when we do our work connected with Krishna, it becomes spiritualized. So the Brahmana is in Sattva-guna, right? Kshatriya is in Rajoguna. Vaishya is in Rajoguna and Tamoguna, right? Passion and ignorance. But Shudra is in ignorance. So all the four gunas, what are they do? What are they supposed to do? Offer the fruits to Lord Krishna. That's what they're supposed to do. Then what will happen? They will rise above the gunas gradually. They will rise above the modes gradually. So important thing is rendering the service in many ways to somebody or the other. That is the main thing. So, for example, if we render the service to the wrong person, right, what will happen? We become unsatisfied. Like, for example, they have given an example of Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi's idea was to ahimsa, right? Ahimsa. Yeah, he didn't want to do himsa, so he propagated that. At the end of the day, what happened? He was giving to service in many ways, but his main agenda was ahimsa. At the end of the day, what happened? The result was he himself got killed. So that's why. Whom we are giving service is that we should decide properly. Now, for example, in the temple, we have different services. What are they? There are a lot of devotees who perform different services. Somebody is doing arti, somebody is cooking, somebody is cleaning the temple hall, right? The temple main deity area, and somebody is cleaning the deity hall, right? Somebody is making prasadam, right? Book distribution, security, right? Cloth stitching for the Lord, and also cleaning the bathroom, right? Somebody has to clean the toilets, cleaning vessels. Now, after the cooking, somebody does the cleaning because it's a very hard task. Everybody cannot do. Somebody is doing kirtan, somebody is checking the accounts, somebody is making garlands, and like that, right? So many different services are there. Now, a devotee who is doing arti, he's always near to the deities, or somebody's nicely decorating the deities, making garlands. They shouldn't think that, oh, we are doing a great service. Srila Prabhupada says the person who is cleaning the toilet will get the same result, or the cleaning the utensils will get the same result as the one who is doing the arti or cleaning the paraphernalia or making the garlands, like that, or decorating the Lord. Everybody gets the same credit because they're all doing for the Lord. So that's why we shouldn't negate. We shouldn't categorize. Oh, they will get who will get better destiny. So everybody gets the same destination. Srila Prabhupada says that. So that's why what does the Brahmana do? Now, the other thing, that there are a few things that the Brahmana is also doing. So the Brahmana doesn't think about tomorrow, right? So that is their quality. So they don't see, oh, who will give me food tomorrow, like that. They don't think anything. They study about the Shastras, they study about the Lord, and they propagate, right? So they are taking a lot of risk for the Lord. In the same way, the Kshatriya, right? They are protecting, they go to the war, they are also taking a lot of risk. The Vaishya, right? They have monetary risk. For example, they have to put a lot of money in the business. Sometimes they may gain, sometimes there may be a loss. So there is a risk. But the Shudra, they say there is not much risk, right? Because he does what he said. Uh, do this, do that. That's it. He follows the instructions. But they are taking risk for who? For the Lord. So that's why Krishna will take care of what the proper result according to their consciousness. Krishna will give what is good for them. So the Shudra. Now we have to see how Shudra will help all these three, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Now Brahmanas do a lot of yajna, right? So the Shudra will help bringing all the paraphernalia for the yajna kunda, right? Yajna, they are doing yajna, so they need a lot of help to prepare, bring the fruits, make the yajna shala, etc., etc., bring flowers, decorate it nicely. For the Kshatriya, how do they help? As a soldier, right? So Kshatriya cannot do everything by himself. He needs soldiers. So all these Shudras, they become nicely soldiers and they help the Kshatriyas. In the same way, Vaishyas, they are helping in the rice grain, the cultivation of farmland, etc. And also the shops, right? In the grocery shops, etc. They help. So all these qualities are natural in all the human beings, not by birth. So that's why everybody is doing something. They're doing service to each other. But if we do it nicely for the Lord, remembering the Lord, giving credit to the Lord, then they will definitely reach a perfection stage. Uh, so the main thing is giving service is important to the right person. To the wrong, if we see in the office, right, uh, the employee may do a lot of hard work, but what happens? The employer sometimes they only see the bad things. I mean, not all. Somebody they see only the bad things. You make a mistake, it becomes highlighted. If you do the right things, sometimes we don't get the recognition. So it's like that. So doing the service to the Lord is very important. To the right person is very important. Here it is said like that. So let us take a small example. Like Mrigari is there. Mrigari example is very nice. So Mrigari, one day what happens is Narada Muni is just he's crossing a forest to take bath. He want to go to a lake, and but there is a forest in between. So he's walking through the forest, and what happens is he sees a dead animal there, not dead, half dead animal. He thinks, who did this? Why the animal is half dead? Either he should be alive or he should be dead totally. Why half dead? But he becomes little annoyed and he moves little forward. Again he sees another half dead animal. Again he moves little forward. Again he sees another half dead animal. So he tries to help that animal. So Mrigari comes. Oh, why are you? Don't disturb that. It is my animal. I am killing that animal. It is my animal. Don't disturb that. So Narada says, you either kill him totally or leave him alone. Why are you killing him half dead? You are causing so much pain to the animal. So Mrigari says, this is what was taught to me by my elders. So I'm continuing whatever they have taught me. So Mrigari says, Narada Muni says, if that is the case, then you will have a lot of pain in your next life. Are you ready to take that? But Mrigari says, no, I'm doing this for my family. Why I should take the pain? They should also take some pain. So Narada Muni says, okay, you go and ask your family whether they'll take your karma, your bad karma or not. So yeah, Mrigari goes to the family and he asks the wife, I'm maintaining the family very nicely by bringing all these animals. But Narada Muni is telling, I'll get bad karma. Will you take my bad karma little? The wife says, no, I don't want your bad karma. You keep it with yourself. The kids also says, no, we are not taking your bad karma. So Mrigari comes back to Narada and says, oh, what is the pratyaya? Yes, okay, I'm doing something wrong here. Please tell me what is the right thing. So Narada Muni says, okay, stop hunting. He says, stop hunting. Don't do all this hunting. Stop it. So then he says, oh, how will I live then? Narada Muni says, okay, I'll arrange everything. You don't worry. So Narad Muni takes Mrigari to a village. Like it's not a middle of the village; it's near to the boundary of the village. So he says, "Okay, from today onwards, you stay here." He gives a small kutir is there. He makes a small kutir for himself, and then he gives Tulsi Maharani. So Narad Muni says, "Okay, you worship Tulsi Maharani very nicely every day, sing nice bhajan and all. You do worship. Um, you will be taken care of." So nicely, he's doing bhajan every day. He's taking care of Tulsi Maharani. He's praying to Tulsi Maharani. He's doing all his bhajan very nicely. He's doing all his devotion service. And then the villagers, they come to know, some sadhu has come to the village. Let us take some prasadam for him. So every day, the villagers, they are coming. So they are giving nice prasadam for him. So he's living, right? He doesn't have to go to the forest. He doesn't have to kill anybody. He doesn't have to do anything. He's doing nicely his bhakti. He's praying to Tulsi Maharani. Nicely, he's doing his bhakti. So one day, Narad Muni, after some time, after a few months, Narad Muni and some other devotee, I can't remember his name. So both of them, they're trying to see, oh, how is Mrigari? What is he doing? Let us see. So Mrigari has totally changed his attire, right? He is totally shaven, etc. And he's jumping from one foot to the other foot, like jumping. He's not walking normally. So Narad Muni says, what happened to this person? Why is he jumping from one foot to other foot? He's just like some differently he's walking. So when they meet, Narad Muni asks, what is this? Why are you doing this? So he says, and he has a towel. So he's trying to brush off something. What is this? Why are you walking like this? So Narad Muni, Mrigari says, oh, there are so many insects, ants and all that on the ground. So I'm trying to move them away so that I don't step on them, so that they don't get killed. So Narad Muni says, oh, first in the beginning you used to kill the animals half dead. Now you're taking care of the insects also. What happened? So he's, oh, I'm doing devotional service very nicely. You have guided me very nicely. So thank you very much. It's like that. So see, the consciousness has changed, right? Because of devotion service, somebody's consciousness has changed. So that's how. So service, what first thing he was doing was prayer, Tulsi Maharani. Second thing, he was doing service to the Lord very nicely. So what happened? Transformation. His consciousness has changed. In the same way, we should also do service to the right person, right? Yes, doing the job is good, but service to the Lord is also very important. We can't just do the job and leave the devotion service aside. So that we have to learn from this. And who are the other ones who have attained perfection? Prahlad Maharaj. He was the son of a Kshatriya, right? Hiranyakashipu's son. What happened? He learned nice things from Narad Muni when he was in the womb of the mother. And what happened? He attained perfection. The Lord himself came to help Prahlad Maharaj. Just see how great the devotion service is. Next one is Parikshit Maharaj. He was the emperor of the whole world, but he was doing Navavidha Bhakti. So that is another, he also attained perfection. Vidura and his wife. Now, Lord Krishna was actually invited by Duryodhana, but he didn't like the way he was invited, and he didn't like the person who invited him. So he didn't go to him. And then he goes to Vidura. What happens there? Vidura is not there at that time, but Vidura's wife, she welcomes Lord Krishna, and she becomes totally baffled. Bhagavan aa gaya ghar mein, right? And then she becomes so overwhelmed. She gets from some fruits, and she peels, right? Generally, when we give banana, we give the banana, right? So she peels out of love. She peels the banana so that the Lord doesn't have to do the peeling. But out of so much affection, she gives him the peel, not the banana. She throws the banana away, and she gives him the peel. But the Lord accepts it because of love. Krishna sees the love within us, not what we are giving. So, right, he says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prajati Tadaham Bhakti Upahritam Asnami Priyatatmana. Give me all these, right? Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. With love, I will definitely accept. So, see, and then Vidura comes. What is this? What are you giving? But Lord has already taken the peel. So Lord is seeing the service, right? Love and service. That's what is very important here. And Krishna's friend Sudama, what does he do? He brings chipped rice to the Lord, And at the end, what does Krishna do? He hugs him. Krishna hugs Sudama. So how great Sudama is. And also Arjuna, he's a Kshatriya, but Arjuna was able to become a nice friend. Lord Krishna says, you're my friend. Why? Because there is no envy. So we have to not have envy also towards the Lord. Arey, Bhagavan ke paas sab kuch hai. Bhagavan has everything. Oh, I don't have it. I also want to become creator, proprietor, controller, enjoyer. No. I want to gain attention using wealth, power, fame, beauty, wisdom, renunciation. No. Krishna, we are zero capacity. Where capacity is given, it will be taken away. So that's why we have to remove envy. And we can remove envy only through love. So that's why we have to love the Lord. And that can be done by knowing uh, the divine birth and activities of the Lord. So that's why it's recommended to read Krishna book, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna book. Now the other one who has attained perfection is Bhishma Pitamaha, right? He's on the Ampashaya, right? He's on the arrows, and he's asking the Lord, "Oh my dear Lord," and he had Ichamrityu, right? He can leave the body anytime. So what does he do? He asks, "Oh my dear Lord Krishna, I want to see your Chaturabhuja form. Only after that I will leave." And then the Lord manifests himself with his nice Chaturabhuja form, and then Bhishma Pitamaha leaves his body on the battlefield. He doesn't go home. He stays in the battlefield as a Kshatriya, and he leaves because that is because of love of Godhead. So that's why doing the service properly to the Lord and having love to the Lord is very important. That means we can be in any ashrama, any varna, right? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, but we can definitely reach perfection. And whatever we do, it can become divine. So in the next slokas, the Lord will tell us how to reach that perfection. There is some more detailed explanation that we will know in tomorrow's sloka. Thank you, dear devotees, for joining. We'll see you all tomorrow. Now we will take some questions or comments, and then we'll end the session. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam to everyone. Hare Krishna.